After a lightning strike, several tests and inspections can help assess potential damage to the home's electrical system. Firstly, conduct a whole house visual inspection. Check all electrical outlets, switches, and light fixtures for any signs of damage such as burn marks, cracks, or melted insulation. Inspect wiring throughout the home, including in attics, basements, and crawl spaces for any visible damage or loose connections. Secondly, perform an electrical panel inspection. Open the electrical panel, being careful to avoid touching any live wires. Inspect the main breaker and any other breakers in the panel. Look for trip breakers and reset them. However, if a breaker trips repeatedly, this indicates a problem that needs further investigation. Check for any signs of damage to the panel itself, such as burn marks, scorched wires, or melted component. Thirdly, test all major appliances, such as refrigerators, stovetops, washing machines, dryers, and air conditioners to ensure they are functioning correctly. Look for any sparks, unusual noises, or other signs of electrical issues when the appliances are running. Fourthly, test all ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, outlets. These are typically found in bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. Press the test button on each GFCI outlet and then press the reset button to make sure the outlet trips as intended. If a GFCI outlet does not trip when the test button is pressed, it may be faulty and need to be replaced. Fifthly, if the home is equipped with arc fault circuit interrupters, or RFSIs, test them to make sure they are protecting the electrical system from arcing faults. RFSIs are designed to detect dangerous electrical arcs that can cause fires. The testing procedure is similar to that of GFCIs, pressing the test and reset buttons. Sixthly, consider insulation resistance testing, using an insulation resistance tester, sometimes called a megameter or megger, to check the condition of the electrical insulation throughout the home. Low insulation resistance indicates potential wiring damage that could lead to electrical fires. This test should ideally be performed by a qualified electrician. To assess the total damage after a lightning strike, it is important to take a multifaceted approach. Firstly, hire a qualified electrical contractor to perform a comprehensive inspection of the electrical system. A professional electrician has the knowledge and experience to identify any hidden damage that may not be apparent during a visual inspection. They can also provide an estimate for any necessary repairs. Secondly, file an insurance claim if the damage is significant. The insurance company will send an adjuster to assess the damage and determine coverage. Be sure to provide the adjuster with any documentation of the damage, such as photos, videos, and reports from electricians or other contractors. Thirdly, check for any damage to other parts of the home, such as exterior siding, windows, or the roof. Lightning strikes can cause damage beyond the electrical system, so it is important to inspect the entire property. Regarding important safety tips, firstly, safety first. Do not attempt to inspect or repair the electrical system if not qualified. Contact a professional electrician immediately. Electricity is dangerous, and it is important to take precautions to avoid electric shock or other injuries. Secondly, before conducting any tests or inspections, turn off the main breaker in the electrical panel to energize the electrical system. This will reduce the risk of electric shock. Thirdly, document any damage by taking photos or videos of any damage that is observed. This will help with insurance claims and repairs. Fourthly, do not ignore warning signs. If you notice any sparks, burning smells, or other electrical issues, do not hesitate to call an electrician immediately. These could be signs of a serious electrical problem that needs to be addressed immediately. It is also important to be aware of the potential for delayed damage. Sometimes, the effects of a lightning strike may not be immediately apparent. For example, wiring insulation may be weakened but not completely fail until later. Therefore, it is important to continue to monitor the electrical system for any signs of problems, even after the initial inspection and repairs have been completed. Remember that electrical codes and regulations vary depending on the location. Be sure to consult with a qualified electrician who is familiar with the local codes to ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code. Here are some additional details about the tests described earlier. During the whole house visual inspection, pay close attention to the areas around outlets and switches. Look for any signs of discoloration, melting, or charring. These are indications of overheating, which could be caused by damaged wiring or loose connections. When inspecting wiring, look for any cracks, fraying, or other damage to the insulation. Also, check for any signs of rodent damage, as rodents can chew on electrical wiring. If there are any concerns about the condition of the wiring, it should be replaced by a qualified electrician. During the electrical panel inspection, check the panel box itself for any signs of rust or corrosion. Rust and corrosion can damage the panel and make it unsafe. If there is any rust or corrosion, the panel should be replaced. When testing appliances, use a non-contact voltage tester to check for any voltage on the appliance's metal casing. This could indicate a ground fault, which is a dangerous condition that could cause electric shock. If voltage is detected on the appliance's casing, it should be disconnected immediately and inspected by a qualified electrician. When testing ground fault circuit interrupter or GFCI outlets, make sure to test all of them, including those that are not readily accessible. Sometimes GFCI outlets are located in hidden or out-of-the-way places, such as behind appliances or in unfinished basements. It is important to test all of these outlets to ensure that they are functioning properly. When performing insulation resistance testing, it is important to use a megometer that is properly calibrated and rated for the voltage of the electrical system. The megometer applies a high voltage to the wiring and measures the amount of current that leaks through the insulation. A low insulation resistance reading indicates that the insulation is damaged and needs to be replaced. The specific steps involved in filing an insurance claim will vary depending on the insurance company. However, in general, you will need to provide the insurance company with documentation of the damage, such as photos, videos, and reports from electricians or other contractors. You will also need to provide the insurance company with information about the policy, such as the policy number and the date of the loss. The insurance company will then send an adjuster to assess the damage and determine coverage. If you disagree with the insurance company's assessment of the damage, you have the right to appeal their decision. Finally, remember that preventing lightning strikes is always the best course of action. Consider installing a lightning protection system on the home. A lightning protection system consists of lightning rods, grounding conductors, and surge suppressors that are designed to divert lightning strikes away from the home and into the ground. A lightning protection system can significantly reduce the risk of damage from lightning strikes. In addition to whole house surge protector, consider adding point-of-use surge protectors as an added layer of protection to valuable electronics and appliances. When selecting an electrical contractor to perform an inspection or repairs, be sure to choose a contractor who is licensed, insured, and experienced in dealing with lightning damage. Check the contractor's references and read online reviews to ensure that they have a good reputation. Get multiple estimates from different contractors before making a decision. This will help to ensure that you are getting a fair price for the work. Be sure to ask the contractor about their experience with lightning damage and their qualifications for performing the necessary repairs. Make sure that the contractor is familiar with the local electrical codes and regulations. By following these steps, you can help to ensure that the electrical system is safe and up to code after a lightning strike. Remember to always prioritize safety and to contact a qualified electrician if you have any concerns.